is, guys, is we poke our heads underneath this and just look at this beautiful lower control arm. So this is all going to be a box plate lower control arm, and the big thing is if you look right here, you can see that this ball joint still is at an angle, but it's still not beyond what its limitations are, and this is fully drooped out. So this is the big thing. When you come around to the back of this arm, you're gonna see that this heim joint right here is in there. And so in the original arm, you had a bushing. What that heim joint is replacing is this bushing right here. This bushing doesn't really allow the lower control arm to articulate the way that we would like it to. So this was the big reason that we wanted to eliminate that and go with something else that's going to allow this upper or this lower arm to actually move up and down without binding up. All right, guys, so this is one of the key parts to this Ford Transit lift right here. And this is gonna be this two-piece billet aluminum spacer. Now you can see this thing is just beautiful. It is a work of art in itself. Really nice, really strong. First part of it is you're gonna have the lower section. This is where your shock is actually gonna bolt into. Now you're gonna have your second part of the spacer right here. This is the part that's really important because this is the part that is actually correcting your camber. And what we've done is we're using 2 1/4-inch dowel pins on the bottom in order to locate this in, and that's gonna sandwich together just like that. That's going to give you your 2 inches of lift right there when it's all done. So in order to fit a big wheel and tire like this on there, you're going to have to do some sort of lift kit. Well, on this, we've done our lower control arm, which is going to be really nice. What's cool on this as well is now our new WeldTec Designs lower control arm also has adjustable camber control on the bottom. What's really nice about that is it's gonna give you about 1.5 degrees additional camber change or adjustment on there. So depending on the setup that you go with, you have the ability to do that. Another great thing is going to be that heim in the rear pivot. That's also going to allow you a little more caster to it and not have that bushing just completely bound up all the time. So in the back, keeping it really simple, guys, all we did is added our Fox shocks to the back of this and a 1-inch block and U-bolt in the rear of this. Now you may be saying, well, I can't fit a 265, 70, 17 on my Ford Transit. Well, you can if you do a WeldTec Designs lift spindle. So what's great about this 3-inch spindle is it's going to lift your vehicle 3 inches without messing up the geometry, without having to put a strut spacer or heavy duty coil spring in there. In the back of this, we kept it really simple. We've just added a set of blocks in the rear as well as Fox shocks. We will also have a progressive leaf spring now available that replaces a 2-inch block. And then you can run that on any of the Ford Transits. You can run that on a 2-wheel drive Ford Transit, an all-wheel drive Ford Transit, and I might even throw this in there, or even a Transit Trail. Now, the great thing about this is we're taking our 3-inch Mojave kit and our 2-inch Coastal Cruiser kit, and we're putting them together for our Trail Runner kit to get you 5 inches of suspension in the front. With all of that being said, now we have a killer front end. This is going to be bitchin', but it's not done there yet. We have a leaf spring to accommodate the weight of your van and its build out, in addition to the height that you're doing. So if you have an all-wheel drive Transit and it has a 2-inch block in it, we have a spring that will eliminate the block. It's going to have more arc in it.